Welcome. This is the Bird's Eye View, and as always, I am the War Duck, and I am here with the lovely Mr. Krow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
And since today we are recording this on Super Bowl Sunday day, and a bunch of people like to get brand new TVs to watch the Super Bowl, this article kind of struck me, and I think I knew this in the back of my head, kind of. But when you read it and kind of really see what they're saying, like it kind of brings out a little more. And so here is the article. It is What the Tech? Why are TV prices at a historic low?
Yeah.
And I was
And
like,
now is your time to buy the TVs. You're right.
yeah, and
Because it is.
why? That is a good question. So it says Amazon has dropped the price of small TVs to their lowest price ever. So have other retailers. Blah blah blah. If you'll be interested to know, we found 4 years ago 65-inch Samsung TVs on sale at regular price of $4,000 to 30. Why did you do that? It should be 3,400 to 4,000, not the other. That's annoying. All right. So anyway, from $34 to $4,000. Checking prices today, we found that the same TV is just $900. Yeah, but that's 4 years old technology. So, all right.
Yeah.
A Sony
You have to look
TV.
at
Yeah.
what stuff was.
So look at the 95-inch TV, which would be 4 years ago, which would be the 65, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what that thing costs. I bet you that thing's 4 or 5 grand. Okay. A Sony TV was 2,300 last year, but can be purchased today for 900 today. Okay, well, that's a significant drop in 1 year, unless and the problem I have is like I don't know, is the new OLED thingy the newest thing, or is there a newest
OLED.
kind of TV, right? Like, and if that's the case, then whatever technology was before, of course, is going to be cheaper because everybody wants the newer technology stuff. But anyway, all right.
And the other thing too is they're trying to push uh that every home has a minimum of 4K, but they're now trying to get the 8K out there too. So keeping all these things in mind.
I need LASIK. I can't
Why
tell the difference between SD and HD anymore. Okay, so it says, but here's their reasoning here is the industry calls it post-purchase monetization. Rather than relying on sales, Samsung, Vizio, Sony, LG, and other manufacturers can track the shows you watch and sell the information to advertisers. So here's the real thing is they sell you a cheap TV knowing that they're just going to take the information they get or steal from your TV and then
from
sell
you.
it
Yeah.
without you knowing about it. All right.
That's the one that got me.
So it says that revenue they earn as long as you own the TV. Yes, they're watching you, so to speak, while you watch TV. The smart TV function allows you to stream content from any streaming service, gathers data on who's watching, how often they are watching a show, and for how long they watch. The valuable information advertisers want, allowing them to target viewers with advertisements for items they're likely to be interested in. There's nothing terrible about that since most of that data isn't tied to personal information. See, I disagree with that statement. Period.
This makes me laugh because I'm starting to think of I'm watching through Amazon Prime, right? And I've shut off a lot of my ads, like don't track me, don't do this. But a lot of the ads that I get they're not relevant to me at all. So
So they know what you watch, but not necessarily your name, and that this is important. The information is tied to your IP address, so ads can potentially be sent to any account using your internet connection. That includes anything you do on your computer. See, that's where that bothers me because
yep.
What if my kids are watching something? They have the same IP address.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it bothers me a little bit about this kind of thing is yes, it's not tied to a person, but it's tied to your household and all right. So it talks about what kind of advertising. That says, if this is scary, you can turn off advertising tracking. Every TV manufacturer's settings are different, so dive into the settings and look for the privacy and turn off personalization. I really doubt that actually does anything if the whole point of them is to sell this TV so cheap so they can track you.
Well, I'm wondering if they're doing it. Yes, I agree to what you're saying too, but I'm wondering if they're doing it thinking ignorance is bliss because this is turned on by default. Not many people are going to go shut it off. But I think you're also right. Just shutting it off doesn't necessarily mean that I think they're still tracking you in some way, in
Yeah.
in I don't know exactly how like if it's turned on, it might be very specific if you are looking for a car or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but if you turn it off, maybe they're still going to track you somehow, some
it
way.
says if you're
And
really worried about the information smart TV gathers from you can always unplug them from the internet, but you lose most of the functionality. So what the
I was going to say, which defeats most of the purpose of why
yeah.
you have a smart TV anymore.
All right. So that is the article. And we will run the clock now. And so the 10 minutes
Don't
starts
forget to
now.
subscribe.
Oh,
Don't forget to
yes.
subscribe
Please
and like
subscribe.
and
Please
leave some
like.
comments.
Please check out both channels, whatever one you're watching on. Whether if you're watching on Crow's, check out mine. It's down in the description. If you're watching on mine, please check out Mr. Krow. All right.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so like I said, I don't mind. Like, well, here's the thing: is would you pay more for a TV that wouldn't track you? And how much more would you pay? Because I don't know that I would. I know it bothers me, but I'm like, oh man, do I really want to pay $1,500 for the same TV when?
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, my instinct is yes, I would, but how much is that worth?
Yeah,
That's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow.
and the fact
'Cause-
that I don't like for me, I don't watch anything live. If it's on
No.
TV, it's on DVR, and I'm fast forwarding. In fact, a lot of my DVR has a little function that once it's like a few days old, they flat skips the commercials for you.
Nice.
So I don't like.
Yeah,
I almost never watch anything live except for maybe sports. And then when I stream, sometimes some of the streaming services have commercials and stuff, but I just tune them out and get on my phone during the commercial. So
exactly. That's I watch. I was just saying, I watch Amazon Prime, but I watch a lot of the freebie stuff, and it comes on and it tells you, okay, we're gonna do these many ads for this long, and I'm like, great. I'm gonna hurry and go use the restroom. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'm going like I'm not here. I'm vacant. Like show me whatever you want because I'm not there.
Paramount Plus does that similar. Like, oh, you're gonna watch a movie? Okay, we're gonna show you all these ads up front, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll be back.
I'll go make popcorn now. Exactly.
Then it's like you get that nostalgia from back in the day when it was really commercial and it was live TV.
Yeah.
Hey, this show's coming on. So you're like, oh god, even though they
Hurry,
could just
push
pause
it.
but whatever. But
Yeah, it's the same thing. My kids and I, the little kids and I, we were watching a movie just the other day, and an ad came on, and they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Now's your time. Hurry, go take a break." Like it's so funny because my instinct, my muscle memories of when I was their kid or their age, I'm just like, okay, let's hurry and go get the water. Let's go do this, and
I got
I do
26
other
seconds
things.
to pee before the show comes back on.
Yeah.
It gives me 4 seconds to run there and back.
Exactly. But they are like, it's the end of the world. Their attention span is done. They're like,
Yeah.
oh man, let's turn on the tablet. I'm like, what the, like, no, don't go play something. Don't go. But and so yeah, I don't know if I would. I definitely don't watch a lot of live TV. In fact, not much at all. Like I can't even name even news. I go check it out online.
Yeah, like I said, I watch
or on the
sports
phone.
live is about the only thing, and then not even all sports live, just some.
Yeah, like today, like we mentioned, Super Bowl. Yeah, I might watch that. Well, I will be watching.
I won't watch that at all.
It's
But
going to be live, but I'm mostly there to just visit and with family and friends and
I used to
whatnot.
watch
So
the Super Bowl to watch the commercials, And then like the last
Yeah.
few years, they got really bad. And so like I think 2 years ago, the wife and I just quit watching it all together. We were like, yeah, whatever. So
Yeah, I think the last Super Bowl I really was invested in was when the New Orleans Saints were in. So that was like what,
I couldn't tell you.
2012 maybe?
I have no idea.
Something to that effect. So
Hey,
it's been a long time.
so you said you watch Prime. I also have you seen The Peripheral?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, check out The Peripheral. It's a TV. It's a series
Okay.
on, and I think they're doing a season 2, and it only has like the briefest amount of tie-in to virtual reality gaming.
Okay.
Only like in the first episode do they actually talk about that, and then it moves past that into this thing. I won't just spoil it for you, but I really enjoyed that show. You should check it out.
Okay,
So,
so I've
all
got
right.
two of them. Just that we're there. We've got season 1, and then it looks like there's a movie. Is it the season 1? Is it the season
There's a
episodes that you're
movie. I
talking
don't
about?
know. Yeah, it's the season episode. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if there's a movie or not.
there's a movie that came out in 2019. It's 90 minutes long. Or there's the Peripheral season 1 came
Yeah,
out in 2020.
season 1. I'll have
Yeah,
to check out the other one to see if it even remotely ties in or not. But okay, so
yeah, I
I
added it.
don't think my initial reaction was yes, I would spend more money for a TV that doesn't track you. Then now that I think about it, no, I wouldn't. I would not. I would not do it because I don't watch them anyway, and I don't ever buy anything. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever watched something on TV and been like, I'm buying that.
No, I no, not like when I was a kid, right? Like, oh, that's the new Transformer
Oh,
that's
I
coming
know,
out.
dude.
Get
The
in.
twins are so bad about
No,
that. They're like, oh, the Barbie. Oh. And I'm
no,
like, oh my God, no. It's like,
no. It's not. No, I don't buy anything because I saw a commercial or because I heard a commercial or even because I've seen an ad on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. Like mine's mostly Instagram and TikTok, but I've never bought anything because of the ads from there either. It
I
just
I
I'm
end up
desensitized to
buying
it.
more stuff I see off other people using them in YouTube than probably anything else,
Yes.
to be honest.
That is yes, that is more I am more it's more of the influencer who is providing it for me.
Well,
Like if
I
I see
don't, I
somebody
don't, I
using it,
don't think. Well, I don't want to call them an influencer per se. Like, for example, if I
I don't
watch
know
a
what else to call
video
themselves.
about, because like I watch it like Heavy D Sparks where they go out and they do help people get unstuck and or something like that, right? And
Mhm.
if they have something on there that they're using, not advertising, just something they're using, I may be more
It's something yeah.
inclined to buy something like that than I would be for somebody to say, "Hey, this is the advertiser. You should go check them out," and blah blah blah. I wouldn't necessarily buy things that way, but like people are out doing stuff, and then I happen to see it. Like the mount I had for my GoPro when I had the motorcycle is
Mhm.
I saw somebody with it, and it was hanging down on their chin, and I was like,
Oh,
that's where I
that's
want
nice.
my. I don't want my video up here
Yeah.
or up here. I want it right at my face level. And so I watched enough to where I could figure out what it was, and then went and bought it that way. That's kind of what I mean, like by
That's
people
well,
using it.
that's yeah, that's kind of what I mean too, is because like I'm also into the knife sharpening and I watch a lot of it's weird. I never thought
It
I'd be
is
down there
weird. You're into
down
knife
that rabbit.
sharpening.
I'm
Just sit at
really into
home and
watching
get.
people just sit there and sharpen
Oh,
it, and it's like,
I,
oh, that stone. Like that is what kind of stone is that? And I get really interested
so do you sharpen your
into
own knives at home, like all
oh
the
heck yeah.
time? Like every Sunday, Crow's
Uh,
just gotta bust out.
I would say I'm like the plumber or the mechanic. Like, yes, I do sharpen my knives, but they're very neglected. My knives are probably a lot duller than the people's knives that I maintain and take care of.
Okay, so it's not
But yes,
like it's not
yeah.
like it's something you're doing as like a hobby every weekend. It's just something that you do when it needs it.
Well, I do it as a side business too. But for
Oh,
myself, No, I make a lot of like I don't want to say I make a lot of money, but I do make some money sharpening knives.
Impressive.
I make a good chunk of change
Now I
making.
do sharpen my own knives as
Oh
needed
yeah,
when, but I don't unless it's like the
I
first
probably
time I've got it. Sometimes I'll actually take it somewhere if it's the first time, if I don't think the edge
okay,
is quite right and it needs to be
yeah.
re-edged, I'll take it somewhere. But if it's just sometimes I'll
Um,
just slab it on the stone for a few minutes and get it. But I bought this
no, I
one.
love that stuff.
I got this one
I'm
I
all
really
over that.
like. Man, it's sharp as it's like worrisome sharp. And I've never sharpened
And
it, but it's like worrisome sharp. It's like yeah. All right.
that
So
those are the ones I like.
we got 45
So yeah,
seconds. Anything else you want to
it
say
is.
about this TV stuff?
Um, if the only thing I have is it's not just limited to your TV. I wanted to bring
Oh yeah.
awareness that it's to everything. You know, check your phones, check your everything and anything you use, including your laptops, your tablets, everything. Everything is watching, everything is listening. Just go in there, see if there's settings that you can shut off. Be aware of what's going on and why.
And for
That's
me, I
all I
say,
was
hey,
mentioning.
go buy the cheap TV and enjoy the biggest cheap TV you can, because I ain't buying none of
There
the
you
crap you try to show me anyway. So I'll take your
go.
cheap TV. But
Yeah.
with that, we are out of time. So we are out of here. Hope to catch you next time.
Thanks everyone.
Much love,
We'll talk
all.
to you next time.
Don't let your
See
TV
ya.
spy on you.
Let me spy on you.